Happy Monday, everybody. We hope you had a great weekend. And I apologize that we are 5 minutes late. 5 minutes!
Six,
we
seven.
we literally were just about to go on right at 7. And we had a client come knock on the door. Almost completely forgot about it. But we did some screen printing for her. And they were on turbines. They're actually pretty cool. I knew she was going to be running a little late. Just didn't expect her to come right when we were just about to go live. I literally was about to press the start streaming button. Then, yeah, I was like, oh, uh-oh. Oh, well. Didn't even get a chance. How's your microphone working over there, Shannon?
Mary had a little time.
Well, I might need to bring it a little closer to you. Oh, I see what it is. Let me turn you up a little bit. Give me a testes. Testy?
Mary had a little
Testes? Keep going?
Testes.
Okay.
Testicles.
Yeah, that's better. There we go. But we hope y'all had a great weekend. We had a great weekend.
We did.
It
was awesome.
Saturday was kind of a take it easy day, and then
I
Sunday,
slept until it was dark.
Yeah, she did. And,
I'm
hey, what are you doing over there? What is going on? But took it easy Saturday, and then Sunday we went to the beach, spent a little us time, and there's things we definitely could have been catching up on, but
We
sometimes
need time. You need time
to
for yourself.
recharge your batteries. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. We recharged our batteries, and
It's not saying live.
it's live.
Alright.
It's saying that the health stream, for whatever reason. I think when we do our little special thing that we're going to do, on this side it says it's doing fine, but for whatever reason, because this monitor is the 4K monitor, it just didn't like it. We might need to start streaming off of that computer again, because the quality was better. But it's saying it's green on this side, so I think we're all good. But I'm going to go over to the chat. I don't think we've even taken a look at the chat just yet. Hello, I have no idea how to read your name, but hello. Cheryl Brown, Life Exposed. Hello, hope you're doing well. Sergio Hernandez, how you doing? Great to have you. I got some new upgraded clear transfer sheets. That's awesome. Matt, what's up, dude? Matt and I have been going back and forth a little bit, talking about some screen printing. Hadn't had a chance to check my phone again to see what's been going on, but
I know.
looks like you're killing it over there, and that's awesome, Matt. Jim Crumby, how you doing? Gordon, hey, how you doing? So I think that you guys can tell from the title that we finally, and I think we should just go ahead and switch this over, and we'll start talking about it. What do you think, Shannon?
Sure.
Sure. No, you're not ready? Do you need a minute to get
I'm still
the chat?
orienting.
Okay, we're going to give Shannon a moment.
No, just go. It's fine.
No, it's cool. Take your time. Because we've...
Well, now I like.
Now you're under the gun.
Yeah.
You feel like you're holding up production. Is that what's
Pretty
going on here?
much. So let's just go.
You're holding up the shop talk?
Pretty much. Let's go.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and kick it over, and then we'll continue to talk about our new hire. How's everybody doing? And welcome to our little shop talk show, where we talk about what is going on in our shop, as well as we love to hear what is going on in your shop. So let us know in the chat what is going on. How's business going? Anything new? We'd love to hear from you. And as I was mentioning, aside from the phone,
not stopped all day.
Aside from the phone ringing, so we talked. Shannon and I talked, and it's something that we had talked about for quite some time. And there's a couple things that just kind of really held up us just really pulling the trigger on hiring someone full-time. And we decided to go ahead and hire Mario full-time. We kind of laid down, here's all the pay, here's our schedule and everything. And it really came down to, because we had talked about it before, how Mario he had a part-time job and then was working here part-time. And we really just needed someone to come in, help us constantly with production. I couldn't be happier that we hired Mario, because when we talked about it, when we finally were like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And then we talked to Mario about it, and we just kind of laid down exactly. Here goes Shannon. Let me get both of us back in here so we can talk about it, and Shannon can join in. Who was it?
Somebody just needed a quote. I just figured better answering than people hearing my terrible voicemail.
Oh, okay. You tell them we'll get a quote over tomorrow.
Yeah.
So to get you up to speed as of what I've said so far, we had talked about hiring someone, and in particular, we always had been tossing around the idea of hiring Mario. And we had a setback. And so we're kind of like, okay, maybe we'll just wait a little bit. And we talked about it, and so Mario is pretty much the only person really that was kind of, there wasn't any competition. I think we were more so competing for his expertise, I would say.
Yeah.
Because he's been screen printing for 15 years, knows his stuff. And he's still learning here, but and that really just has to do with how we like to do things around here. And he's kind of filled us in on how things have worked at other places he worked at. But anyways, I'm kind of getting sidetracked in the fact that Shannon and I talked about it, and we're like, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. We'll put an offer in, and I think what we came down to is we came up with the number that we're going to pay him hourly, and pretty much told him that we're going to keep him employed Monday through Friday, 8 days a week, even during our slow season. And I think that was the kicker. Not only that, but he enjoys working here with us.
And he loves Apollo.
And he loves Apollo. I think
he got him to balance the beef jerky on his nose today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows it's pretty laid back here, in the sense that.
Hi, Scoob.
like say for instance the place that he's working at before, if he was like a minute late, and he'd get scolded about that, and a lot of.
He showed up an hour and a half late today on his first day.
Well, say for example, his daughter recently got into a car accident. There's lawyers involved. They're down to like one car, so they need to go get a car and all that. And we're pretty easygoing about that kind of stuff. And we got a lot accomplished today. A lot. I know that his hour or so being behind because of handling personal matters. We still got a lot of things done today, and I just feel good about it.
It was nice being able to hand things off to you.
Right. And Shannon was out in the shop being part of production versus we did have a new client come in. Someone called, was like, hey, can you help out with some film? Came in, and what was that all about? So he's a young screen printer, and I just kind of wanted to help him out a little bit. That's all it was.
No, I was just annoyed by it. Yeah, both our graphic designers are busy. He did
need a lot of help, and I just think Shannon, the amount of phone calls she had to handle today.
I had a bad day, guys. Let's just put it that way.
That's not why she's wearing those glasses, though. She poked. Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Scoop said I look like a brat doll.
She poked her eyeball. I'll say it.
Yeah, I poked my eyeball, and it's all bloody. I don't feel like people staring at it.
So, we got a lot done today. We're kind of all switching roles, aside from the fact that Michelle was doing her graphic design thing, and Mario was pretty much behind the press. The great thing is, because there are phone calls where I'm like having to take the phone calls or come to the office and handle the graphic design side of things when it comes to screen printer coming in and Shannon not really being familiar or Michelle, like what do we do here in this situation? Because he had some art, he needed some film, wanted some tweaks done, and it was just kind of collaborating with him a little bit, trying to make him get his designs finalized, make him happy, get the film to him. But we got quite a bit done today, and I'm pretty happy with how things. It was kind of looking, because Mario was late. I was like, man, you kind of don't want to start things out that way, but it, again, we're very understandable about it. We just are excited to have them, get them in here, get the ball rolling, and we hit the ground running today, and
I was once fired for being 3 minutes late.
This is true.
I was fired for being 3 minutes late.
I've been in situations where my employer wasn't quite understandable, or that they just didn't really get, hey,
God, I look like an asshole.
5 minutes. Why were you 5 minutes late? There's this thing called I'd leave an hour and a half ahead of time. Still didn't make any difference. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm excited that I feel like we're in a great position to get caught up on things that we're a little behind on, kind of tighten up some loose ends, get things to kind of continue to move forward rather than it being kind of like a move forward kind of thing and 2 steps back. I see it just getting better and better to the point towards where we have enough work, or we're almost at the point towards where we got Mario on, right? But we don't want to we've always been cautious in the sense that, okay, this is a pretty big step. Hiring another person, a full-time person, is a pretty big step, and then as we continue to grow and outdo our capacity as the 4 of us, I imagine the next step obviously would be like another press, whether it's a automatic, manual, whatever the case. I don't see why we would get a manual. It'd be an automatic, and continue getting some more people and just going. But I still feel like we haven't really ran our machine at its full capacity. In other words, I've talked to other business owners that have an automatic in their shop, and they're like, yeah, you don't need to buy a second automatic. Just run your current automatic, have one shift, and then just run another shift to keep up with everything, which made sense. Although at the same time, then I'm like, okay, who's watching over this other shift?
Does that mean we're working double shifts?
Yeah, does that mean I'm working? The both of us, really. Does that mean the both of us are working double shifts? And I know there's businesses that they do that, but I don't know, that we're taking it a step at a time, really.
Okay, so Griffin says hi. So does my mom. Hello.
Howdy.
Griffin has a manual Anatole.
Uh-oh.
Scoop says, hello everyone, yay for Mario, woo! Hi Brian. Matthew Grider. He's celebrating a big win for our company. I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, I would love to hear about it too. What's the win?
Bad Brad. Hi. Tom Mel says, hey guys, I look like a Scoop says I look like a Brack doll. Again, not my fault. Well, it is my fault.
It is.
I stabbed myself.
100%.
Yeah. My eye's all bloody. It's weird and gross. Hi, Rybeats.
Hey, what's up, Rybeats?
Devin says, great job, Mike.
Thank you. I don't. But thank you. I appreciate
Three
it.
Vital Designs. Hey, y'all. Good move with getting Mario on there full time. He's awesome. I like having him out there. He's great.
He is.
Except for the time that he didn't want to come save me when they noticed that the convenience store manager locked the door when I was in there.
You know, the one thing I've noticed about Mario that's just part of his character is like, he kind of reminds me of one of my friends that I worked with long ago. That he kind of has this, like, he knows his stuff. He's good at what he does.
He's a terrible knight in armor.
He has these moments where it's like, I forgot what was going on in the shop, and he was just like, okay, bye. Like, do it, go do it, bye. You remember that?
Like today?
Yeah, it was today.
I don't know.
You were saying something, and you're like, do, and you're like, I'm gonna go do this. And he's like, okay, bye.
I do remember that.
Not like bye as in like bye. It's just like, okay, go do it.
Yeah, get on with it. I just remember the time that he took me to the convenience store, and then I was trying to find that drink for you, and the guy was like, "Let's go into the back locker room, whatever." And he locks the front door. Mario's sitting there going, "I didn't see nothing." And he told me about that after I got back in the car, and I'm like, "Well, you're terrible."
That I think that it has to do with his upbringing a little bit. It's kind of like, I didn't see anything. Maybe
still.
Yeah, still it's Shannon, not like someone you don't know across the street.
He's in the car. He gave me a ride there.
I didn't see
What's he gonna do when he gets back without me? Anyways, okay.
Like, where's Shannon go?
Oh, I didn't see nothing.
Part of me would be like, oh, that's typical Shannon.
No. You'd be like, no, you're supposed to come back with her. She's not the forgotten Cheetos. Anyways, okay. Okay, so Jim Crombie says I'm drunk, but I am not. I am tired, but I am not drunk. But speaking of, though, look at what somebody
speaking
made
of
me.
Drinks.
Look at somebody made me. It's a gnome
Here,
on a powder cup.
Let me switch it over to the other camera view.
Somebody made me this.
And then hold it closer to the camera.
You want to just do it on your end?
No. Well, you can't extend your arms. Come on, Shannon.
My arms like that.
Hold them out. Just don't drop it. Now kind of twist it a little bit.
No, don't say that. It's over the art. Just take it.
There you go. Look, you're so close to the camera. Now move your arm. There. Oh my. Was that so hard?
Apparently.
Jeez.
But yeah, somebody made this. They powder coated it and they etched a little gnome in there for me. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like
it's my favorite.
I was blown away by not only the fact that he just did it out of the kindness of his heart, but the fact that he powder coated it and then
he tried to base it on my hair
and then continued to bake it. And it's something he did at home in a pretty small little oven. I was like, what?
Oh my God, this thing's my favorite.
I was like, what's the biggest thing you can powder coat? I don't know, that the oven's about this big. And I was like, hold on a second, let me bring something over. Can you do something with something that will be about this size? Because I have a personal project I'm working on that I would like powder coated.
I'm not slurring.
You're not slurring.
Jim keeps saying I'm drunk and slurring.
Oh, that's just her lisp. Her lisp. Okay, you don't have a lisp.
Thank you.
And what does it matter? We're grown folk. It's 7:25. We're still at work. Slur away and enjoy your adult beverage over there.
All right. Anyways, thanks, Scoob. It doesn't hurt that much anymore.
Yeah, it kind of boggles my mind. Like don't get me wrong, I've seen a red eye like that before when somebody gets beat up, but I was like, how? How do you do? You're making me look bad. Your parents, the first, it was like, I think the second time. It was like the second time we went to go visit him. I know we've talked about this before, but it still doesn't take away from the fact. And Shannon over there is just clumsy as can be. Does stuff like poke yourself in the eyeball with a pencil.
First time it was makeup, and then it was eyeliner.
We jokingly around, like Michelle came in today, and obviously I think the first thing Shannon brought up was like, my eyes right.
No, she did. No.
Oh, it was about her wedding stuff, right?
I don't know. Michelle just went, did something happen to your eye?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I think we're kind of like used to, like, I'm used to seeing it now.
I'm a hot mess, guys. I have a very damaged shin bone. I have a recently uninfected
you need a bubble
thing on my heel. I have a bloody eye. Oh, by the way, yeah, I learned how to bungee jump sideways. Just saying.
I wouldn't exactly call that bungee
whatever jumping. I fell sideways.
That's like a very rapid rappel.
Whatever, I fell sideways.
You hit the side of the building. But anyways,
I hit the other side of the building.
Let's get back to the screen printing.
Okay.
Shannon's beat up and needs a bubble. If you want to ship a full-size bubble here for Shannon to live in, the address is 15120 Lee Road, Suite 609, Humble, Texas 77396.
We don't have room for a bubble.
Well, you're going to have to live in one.
I don't want like a little hamster cage, okay? I said hamster.
No, your head sticks out the bubble, so do your arms. But she needs something to...
I just poked my eye.
Bubble boy, yeah. Bubble boy. One of those.
Okay, anyways, let's get back.
I guess she would be encased in bubble.
Hi, Soul Deep. And I know, Jim, I know you're just messing with us. Gordon can apparently empathize with me. Thank you, Gordon. Appreciate that.
Which part of it? Is it the self-injuries?
No, the screen printing business can cause him to drink as well.
He's at a good spot for it, though. He's up in New Mexico. Oh, beautiful scenery, so I imagine it's kind of easy to... If Gordon wants to talk about his situation... Yeah, we'll let him, but it sounds like a great job to have.
Hey, Juan. And
what's up, Juan?
Las Carnitas says, I'm really cute tonight and you need a haircut.
You're really cute tonight and I need a haircut. Who's this? No, man, don't you know I got the quarantine haircut? Somebody come fade me up. Shannon would be mad if that happened.
Jim also agrees that I find a way to hurt myself in a bubble. Any hurricane weather yet from Griffin? Not yet. Actually,
it's supposed to start raining a little later tonight.
The waves were choppy yesterday at the beach, so.
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about going to... Well, this doesn't have to do with screen printing, so no, we didn't.
Start talking about some of the screen printing. I'll get to the chat later.
We hired Mario today. And it's definitely a win for us because, one, it'll allow me to do some more YouTube stuff. I haven't really been able to do that a whole lot lately. And then not only that, it's just great for us to be able to even keep up with the amount of sales that are.
Do you know how good it felt today? Like when people were going, when I was on the phone all day and they were asking for ETAs, and how good it felt to be like, next couple days. It felt so good.
Or today.
Well,
we had one of those.
I did.
We had it today.
So good because like lately I've been like, I'm really sorry if everything's just a little backed up. Thank you for your patience. You're beautiful, and please don't yell at me right now. But it was awesome being able to be like, yeah, no, you're gonna get it soon. Finally, I know. Thank you.
Right.
It felt amazing. So I love it. I love Mario.
Also, not only that, but there's probably at least 3 or 4 times today where I was pulled away from production. But in this case, it's not that big of a deal because Mario is continuing to print, and I could get on the phone, do whatever it is I need to do.
I felt like I could actually do that, like pull you away.
And then I would just go and pick up the slack from whatever shirts he's already printed. And then it didn't halt or anything. Normally I'd have to completely stop and be like, okay, or
normally I'm at a standstill.
Normally
I'm at a standstill with like a client because I can't pull you away from there. And suddenly I'm just like, oh, okay, here he is because someone else is taking care of it. Here's a phone call you need to handle that they won't talk to me on.
So I think long story short,
it was amazing.
I'm no longer the printer is the way you could kind of look at it. I don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be printing. I'm still going to be printing and all that, but I mean, for the most part, that's something off my shoulders that. And now you can
help me.
I am going to help you.
I know, it's wonderful.
I already did.
I know, it's wonderful.
Oh, hey, I didn't get a chance to talk to you about. I'll talk to you about it later. It's It's something that involves the YouTube channel. Speaking of, which I think is a great segue. If you're a music fan out there, this Wednesday, so something else that I had in the title is we have a little bit of a special announcement. This Wednesday, 2 days from now, at 8 o'clock, we will be our good buddy Panda.
You guys might have heard of him.
I told him that I was like, hey, look, dude. I love music. You've worked here. We've bonded over music. A lot of our viewers are, I'd say, I mean, I don't think there's anyone out there that doesn't enjoy listening to music. However, it's his original band. Your dad likes music too. He just prefers sports and talk radio over it, I would say. But we're going to have his band here. And we're going to broadcast them playing live. We're going to ask some interview questions and whatnot. And we're going, because right now the whole live music scene is kind of non-existent with COVID and the regulations, restrictions and all that with how many people can be in a building, the social distancing and all that. So I told him, I was like, hey man, and I've been picking at him for a while. I was just like, come here and I'll give you an audience to play to and bring your people. It'll be fun and also hopefully we can I need to talk to them, but I was hoping there'd be a way towards where if you wanted to show y'all support, maybe buy a t-shirt, in which it's something we would be printing for him. So it helps us out, it helps them out. All the profit would be going to them. Don't get me wrong, we got to get paid for our time, but also, they're able to market up to retail price.
But anyways, it will free be show. Great.
So, I mean, it's all what screen printing is about, right? We're all here to make some money, but not only that, I just wanted to do it because I enjoy music. All that stuff aside, if you want to show some support and some love to the live music, and this will be like our first broadcast of any kind of music aside from what I toss on top of videos that I edit. It's going to be 5 to 6 guys. I don't know. I know they recently got a keyboard player, but I think they're still trying to figure out scheduling and all that stuff.
We're trying to figure out where to fit them.
Yes, that's another thing, because we do have the storm coming in. We thought about just setting them up outside and just kind of letting them do their thing right there out in front of the shop and doing the broadcast and interview out there. But I think we'll probably either try and find a spot for them out in the shop, or we'll just have them right here inside the shop, and we'll just have to
they can't have my corner.
We'll rock and roll, redecorate the shop,
they can't
the office.
Have my corner.
Nobody's gonna have your corner. We'll just move this couch out into the shop for Wednesday, and then I think it'll be a lot of fun. So be sure to catch it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, excuse me, Wednesday. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to put up a little waiting screen and whatnot. And there's wish me luck because I have to mic up a drum set, potentially 3 vocalists.
Oh, you know you're looking forward to
2
it.
guitars, bass, keys, and they have to be able to hear themselves as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully they bring everything, because I told them, I was like, bring your amplifiers, and if you got microphones, bring them if you got them, because I'm limited on the amount of microphones I've got. I've got enough to cover quite a bit of it, but not 6 people with 30 different vocals, but it'll be fun.
Well,
I'm looking forward to it.
We have some up there comments, but right now, Rybeat says he's there, and Tommy has volunteered to print flyers.
Oh, nice!
Thank you.
Awesome.
The shop gnome loves you, Tommy. Really.
So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Alexandra Chagas, another direct live Brazil. Hello, Master. Mikey, greetings.
Oh, hello, and thank you.
Did you just get promoted?
I don't know what to say about that. I appreciate it. I just feel like
he's not that great. I'm kidding. He's wonderful.
Thanks, Shannon. Thanks for lowering me down. Yeah.
I gotta keep you grounded. Okay.
Oh, I'm grounded enough. You're the one that goes around bragging about me.
I do. I really do.
How often is it I go around? I'm like, oh yeah, me, this, that.
Well, I have to do it for you because you don't.
Yeah, because I'm not that kind of person.
And I'm pretty shameless about bragging about you.
I'm just not the kind of person that goes out there.
Well, I think you're wonderful and everyone needs to know it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think you're wonderful as well. And, funny thing is, that was confirmed this past week. Was it Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Friday, because we had a walk-in that needs something done same day. Got him taken care of. And he saw Shannon's art and was just like, wow, you did that?
Well, no, he thought it was a picture. He thought it was a printout.
Well, he wanted to buy your art, even though you threw a $10,000 price tag out there.
Well?
Kind of saw the no on that one, but not because.
Well, no, the way it
he
went
didn't
was,
want the art or wouldn't pay that much.
He was like, "Is that for sale? Can I buy that?" I went, "You can't afford it."
Money was tight for him, and he's like trying to start his clothing brand. And but anyways,
But it was cool. No,
yeah,
someone offered
definitely
to buy my art, so that was awesome.
What if someone came in and you said that, and were like, "Yeah, I'll sell it for $10,000." Would you sell it?
Yes.
Good answer.
I'm just saying, I know what it's worth to me.
Would you consider doing more pieces of art if that person that did buy it for $10,000, if they're like, yeah, I'm waiting for the next one?
Not if they're hounding me for it. No, it'll stress me out. It'll be terrible.
Well, that's not what fine art's about. That's commercial art.
Okay, but
that's when you get back to commercial art. We're talking about fine art here. But you took your time with it, and you did whatever your heart desired, and then you're like, hey man, check this out. What are you interested in picking this one up? And they're like, hell yeah.
10,000 I probably would, because I mean that's like the greatest compliment in the world. But the Mona Lisa, it's
commissioned.
It was commissioned. It was commissioned, and he took years on it, and then at the end he said, no, you can't have it.
Is it because he liked it that much?
It's because he dedicated so much of his heart into it. Yeah. So the Mona, they commissioned it. It took 2 years, and at the end he went, it's not for sale. So it's an emotional attachment.
Speaking of emotional attachments and fine art and all that, and bragging on people, like there's my cousin that I've bragged on for years and years, on Anjaber Mutwaya, and he makes just creates some really awesome fine art. And I always kind of thought to myself, I'm like, wow, he's figured it out towards where he can do what paintings he wants.
Gina
fills out whatever he feels like painting, whatever he feels like doing artistically, and being able to make like a really, really good living. I should have hung around him more and picked his brain with the whole fine art thing. Cause
I remember when you guys met, it was a little weird.
Well, he's an artist, man. Like he's an artist, like at its truest form, and I think he's
Gina,
he blows me away.
Gina asked to see.
Oh, well, hold it up in front of your camera there. Hold on there for a second there. There we go. There's Shannon's artwork that is for sale for $10,000 once it's finished.
Shut up! You're making it sound like awful now.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You already said that you're not selling it, but at $10,000, it's negotiable.
But here you go, Gina. This is what it looks like so far. It's still incomplete.
Yeah, and she tells me I'm no good at art. Well, there you have it. Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, anyways, so Mario's here. Yay! I have 3 different jobs I want to get done tomorrow.
Well, as soon as he comes in, we gotta start.
He better be in on time tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Can't well, I don't want to air out stuff on air that much, but we'll get it all figured out, all sorted out. But if anything, I'm just looking forward to everything we're going to accomplish with him here. So.
Gina says 20,000. You're so sweet.
Do I hear 21,000?
21,000. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you. He said make a shirt out of it. It looks good.
It does look good.
I know it does. I'm just not done with it.
But can we? Without getting into some sort of trouble?
Yeah. It's an original piece.
Okay. You know your copyright laws just as well as I do.
Well, it's my conception on a Vegeta power-up. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it to it. You got to print them, though. That's what's going to increase the value. You have to print it.
There are so many colors in this.
I'm seeing about 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
The only thing I printed was the apron, okay?
You'll obviously have some...
Our first date was very cute. He tried to show me how to print a Lego Hulk. I only got halfway. Yeah. Like I pushed the screen through, but it only went. The print only went on half of the shirt. I still wore it around though.
That was it was kind of like a Hulk Lego autism shirt that I had done because there for a while the autism niche just kind of found me because some of my first clients. They're nonprofit organizations that house children with behavioral problems is kind of how they call it. So it's not just autism, it's other things as well. But, you know, they would ask me to, and I think this is where putting out portfolio pieces for people to see, I'd create something like, yeah, that looks great. Can we have a Captain America thing? Created that, put that out there, and then was all these different kind of little spin-offs for like the superhero thing.
And now they're stolen.
Yeah, I mean, it's been knocked off left and right to the point towards where it's kind of dead in the water kind of thing, which is why you got to constantly keep creating, keep putting things out there, I'd say. Don't you think, Shannon? I'd say one of the things that like the racing stuff, it really isn't something. I mean, I think everybody has their own kind of styles, and I know I've been trying to get Michelle, and I might just with having Mario here, I'll be able to help out with some of that stuff more. But
she hates doing the car.
She hates I've been getting so many car designs that need to be done, and I'm like, Michelle, I don't have time for it, and I'm gonna. you're gonna have to take a crack at it. So she's been doing.
She called one of our clients a bad word.
Oh, really? And a lot of it just has to do with she has a particular style
What quote?
Is there a quote that needs to be done? But what I was getting at is it's not her style, although trying to get her just to handle some of these projects, I guess. She's doing great.
She does better with the artsy stuff more so than
more than the car stuff, because I think there's a certain amount, like the car stuff interests me, and then for her it's just not her.
She hates it so much.
It's just not her stick. That's all. That's all there is to it.
Her Pokemon stick.
Let's go over to the chat, see who's saying what.
Well, they're talking about the art, and then thank you, Matthew. Hi, Joe. Thank you, Las Carnitas. Appreciate that. Joe, quote. We need to get a quote to Joe from Heart and Hustle. I didn't see anything.
I told Joe, because we talked on Instagram. I said for him to just email us at info@MikeyDesigns.
I haven't seen it.
Have you not seen it? Mm-mm. Hey, Joe, hit us up again and send that quote back over.
Because I haven't seen it. And I'm finally slogging through all the emails.
Because I'm looking at the email right now, and I know a lot of them are junk. We get flooded with a lot of junk, but there's also a lot of inquiries, whether it's quotes.
Oh, well, Joe
talking
says
about screen printing.
Joe says you said that I would get him a quote. This is the first I'm hearing about it, Joe.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said email it over to info@MikeyDesigns. That way you could shoot it over to.
I didn't see it.
Because as we've been talking about, I've been
he has a question
out there printing and all that. So it's who has a question?
Joe.
Okay, sure. What's the question?
What's the question, Joe? Eddie Jr. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
I feel like we have a block up in the chat that we haven't touched.
Okay. Do you want to scroll up and we'll touch on some of the comments and questions and just kind of see where we're at with everything.
TM, hi.
And I'll go in there and I'll join you and see where we're at, because I know I think my chat is just a little behind. Just a little bit. Rybeat says, I think you're wonderful, Matt. Oh, thanks, Rye. I think you are too. How's things going over there? By the way, Rybeat, I apologize. I hadn't had time to really catch up with my YouTube watching and seeing what's going on with everybody. Get a room. Let's see. Go ahead, Shannon. Sweet. What were you gonna say?
Joe wants to know our thoughts on the Anatol Titan 6.6.
The Anatol Titan 6.6, the manual. I think they're great presses. I've heard nothing but great things about their manual presses. I've talked with Cam about it, but we had our manual, and then we went from our manual to an automatic, and I assume you're talking about a manual press. I'll say, so some of the things that are similar to what our automatic here does is it has the side clamps, and then the true.
Oh, it's an auto.
Oh, an auto. Well,
it says Titan is not manual, is it? It's an auto.
No, yeah, that's an auto. So it must be a 6.8 at least then, right? Or at least a 6.7. 6.7. Maybe it was a. I love ours. I think it's a great press, because some of the things that between what we had, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change how we gone about doing things. So we got the all air press, and then we upgraded to the ASC. And what that means is air lift. The squeegee pressure is air. It has a servo or electric motor that turns the table, and then the print heads are electric as well. Even if had we got the AA, the triple A, which is airlift, air index, air driven heads, it's still like the biggest thing. One was the amount of air that it used went down dramatically. We would run the workhorse that we had, and that thing would that compressor would not shut up. Like it was an air hog.
I hate that thing.
Having the touch screen is really nice. It's pretty easy from obviously I've had quite a bit of time behind the press working it, but when we brought Mario on, it was easy for him to pick things up. It wasn't a difficult transition going from working with other style of presses. And not only that, Michelle, which has zero experience aside from here working with an automatic, I'd get everything set up, and I'm like, okay, Michelle, just go at it. She's like, I just press this button here. I'm like, yep. It's on manual mode, so you can load the shirt on there, hit next, and it would index, and she would take the shirt off. She could take her time. I could do a little bit of filming while she's out there working on the press, and it kind of makes it to the point towards where, aside from setup and being a press operator, you could set things up towards where you're happy, and then you could have your wife or whatever go out there and load and unload shirts by herself, or even if you have someone that's inexperienced, get behind the press and just continue cranking some shirts out.
Well, Joe's saying now what?
The other thing, just one more thing that I want to point out that I think is really cool, is the fact that it doesn't require air to hold the screen. So we could register a job up, and it be a longer run, let's say 1,000 pieces, a couple thousand, whatever the case may be, and we could leave it set up, go home, come back the next day. It's still registered because it's not relying on that air to keep things registered, versus a lot of presses do need air to keep the screens locked in. We'll go over to the chat. And what were you going to say, Shannon?
Joe's saying it was not the Titan, it's the Thunder.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the Thunder is a manual press. Yeah. So the Thunder is a great press. I've put my hands on one at just trade shows. I haven't had the privilege to really work with one. But there's a handful of people that I do know that have them. Obviously, the biggest one that y'all probably know of is Cam. And we've talked before, because even before I decided to, there were a lot of things when we decided to get the Anatol. You always want to do your research, right? And I imagine that's why you're asking here. Even though I wish I could be more help, but I do know that the machines that they make, they're great quality. You can't go wrong with it. And the other people that I do, Brandon has one as well, loves it. And I don't really know anybody that has a M&R or some of those other presses, aside from our tiny little M&R in here. It does fine. Let's say if we were to get another manual press, it definitely would be an Anatol would be a top consideration. There's I would say ones that I'd steer clear of. I don't want to go bashing anybody, but I can't necessarily say that without bashing any other brands. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Because I mean, with us, our business, and I mean, let's say for example, I designed a press, had a press. You know, I definitely would want to get feedback and all that. What I could do to make it better. And there's just things to consider. Maybe take a look on the market and see which ones are flooding the market. There's probably a reason why. I can say that without it really pointing at anybody.
Subtle.
Subtle in a good way. I mean, it's true, and it's nothing against anybody. It's just I think when you have a good piece of equipment, it's not going to go up for sale quickly.
Kind of like art.
And you know, especially if it's a one that costs you some coin, it's not going to go up for sale quickly either. I don't know. I might just be rambling at this point because I'm getting
Do you want me to save
tired.
you?
Yeah, please save me. Please.
Okay, so
yeah.
we have another question. Where is it? It was right in here. Las Carnitas Games. He has a question. What kind of fabric or garment does our clients prefer the most? 50-50 cotton, 50-50 poly, like a dry blend?
Shannon, how about you answer that one? Because
I would love to. I speak ring spun.
Yeah, she speaks ring spun, and you're pretty much. I mean, you're in charge of purchasing when it comes to shirts.
Right now, I am putting just about everybody in a ring spun, unless they're working outside. Then they tend to prefer the 50-50 or a dry blend. But for the most part, it's going to be some kind of ring spun, especially the soft style right now, because it's almost on par with the 50-50, but it's softer. But if you're going to be outside, then like construction workers or people that are going around in the polos that are going to be walking around doing like, you know, the B2B type thing, or they're going to be walking around construction sites, but they're still trying to be professional. It's going to be, they prefer the 50-50 blends. Ring spun is what everyone seems to be happy with, just as a general thing, and it's a negligible difference in pricing for like the other kinds of shirts. Right now, my personal favorites, I'm always going to be a Next Level. I am always going to be a diehard Next Level person, but I am starting to fall in love with Alternative.
Which Alternative is, aren't they the same company? Aren't they owned by the same?
I don't know, but I know the fabric feels different.
Huh.
Yeah, so
I don't look back into that. Let us know in the chat.
I don't know, but I've recently fallen in love with the Alternative. Ever since I had to do the substitute for the Next Level because I couldn't get them in the 3 and the 4s.
Right. Yeah.
And I had to do Alternative instead, and I just felt the way that, oh my god, it's kind of like when the client provided me with the independent trading company hoodies.
And then you realize like how much it's
like,
about.
Holy crap!
Practically the same price, and then you're like, why have we not come across this before?
Mostly people have been preferring the ring spun unless they're working out of doors, and frankly, though, it's Houston. A lot of people working outdoors. It's really hot. So it's a toss-up. It's reading and recognizing the client and what their needs are.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of our clients that are like starting clothing lines. They kind of want that rougher shirt, like the all style. But then if they're wanting something soft, I mean, we generally, and if they're trying to keep things budget minded, you know, if they're trying to sell a shirt for like $15 or so, we'll be like, okay, you know, the Gildan soft style is it's not a bad.
It's negligible difference.
It's not
between
a bad
the blend
place to start because, you know, that could help launch them and get them to where they need to be, towards where they can be like, all right, let's step it up a little bit and do some next level.
Every now and then the next level, every now and then you'll catch it the next level at the same price. And then I'm just
Right.
like shoving next level down their throat to be like, this is what you want, I promise.
Yeah. 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 And we have samples here in the
District.
office.
District is one I'm falling in love with.
District's a really good one too.
Mm-hmm.
District.
I only know that because of Gordon. How much I love them.
It's funny that you know that because of Gordon, because that was like my go-to before, like for women's cut.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of clients then were just kind of like, you know, because I started things out on the kind of cheap side of things, and I'm going to say cheap because I was underpricing stuff on purpose to.
Just so you know, if you talk to a client, its code is cost effective.
Cost effective, it is. But what I did is I just kind of started scaling things up, and I would get clients that wanted nice shirts, and I would put them in the district shirts because they're nice shirts. They're great
fantastic. Shirts. I keep wanting to, and next time we have an order from San Mar, I keep planning on buying a couple for myself. This industry is wonderful. I'm shopping all the time.
Yeah. You need to stop that.
Oh, you hush. It gets us over the limit for the free shipping.
No, I'm just kidding. I know it does. All right, let's go over to the chat again, see what's what, and we'll wrap it up here in another 5 minutes.
I want a salad or something. I'm still hot.
So hot from going to the beach?
No, I'm still hot from working out there. Hey, I'll pack these shirts. You go pull Ariel's.
Yeah, well,
you packed 36 shirts. I pulled 72 out of 5, 6, 7 boxes.
Yeah, because you stacked the shirts and then you just left them sit on. It's like, okay, the job's not complete until they're in the box, taped up, and ready to go out the door.
But your suggestion was, I will pack these if you pull these.
Yeah, I bet you next time you'll put them in the box, won't you?
Bet your ass I will. There's not gonna be a trade-off where I'm like sitting there going.
I'm like, hey, what are you doing,
hey.
Shannon? Oh, I'm just finishing this job up, putting it in the box. Will you go pull the next one?
Now you get him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like in the middle, like pulling, and you're already done. I'm like, hey,
I feel like
I'm in the sun.
I feel like I had to grasshopper you.
I have had a.
It's like, oh,
I had a really long day.
It's like, oh, we're finished with these. Why aren't they in the box? Like, why aren't they in the box?
Because there wasn't a box.
We have a bunch of new boxes literally on their side ready to be pulled.
Yeah, but it was hot.
Oh, my Lord. Well,
and then I ended up having to stay there longer.
Yeah, so you had to go out in the end of the shop.
All right,
where the
I'll make the damn box next time. You pull the frickin' shirts.
Well.
Anyways,
let that be a lesson to you.
It certainly was. Do you have any idea how irritating it was to see you walk away and I'm still sitting there? And I was actually sitting on the ground just panting.
Well, as soon as...
I was on the ground panting going, I don't feel good.
Well, what you don't realize, as soon as I put that order away, taped it up, I went over there and started registering
in the shade!
Well, too bad. I went over there to go help Mario finish registering up a 7-color job and
in the shade.
Follow up behind him and put
shade.
I was being a team player while you're just bitching and moaning on the floor talking
I wasn't bitching and moaning on the floor. I was just sitting there panting going, I don't feel good because this is really hard to find the 3XLs.
Oh, my Lord.
There were 19 boxes to go through. And I sweat a lot.
Yeah. Well,
the internet probably didn't need to know that.
Well, it's out there now forever.
Okay, can you go with the chat? I'm flustered now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the chat real quick, and we're gonna wrap this up here in a couple minutes. I just want to touch on some more of your comments. I'm gonna just kind of go down to the bottom. So let me see what we got here.
Joe says he needed to move to Georgia so they could have a shop together with somebody.
So we're talking about shirts and everything. Everybody's kind of going back and forth. I can't wait until I get a ride t-shirt. I just signed my lease on a 2,400 square foot building. Congratulations,
wow.
Joe. I know I saw the the place that you got. Did you get a new place? I'm gonna have to go over while I'm just kind of unwinding and watch some of everybody's videos and see what's going on. Their new shop will be in Evans, Georgia. Okay, yeah, so it sounds like it's a new shop. Shades Off says Leonardo 29098. Las Carnitas game says LOL. Hart, where are you located? Eddie Jr. Okay, yeah, so everybody's just kind of going back and forth. I don't really see any. Brian says, I can't say enough praise for Anatol's customer service. They treat like we bought our 10-year-old press from them yesterday. I can completely agree with that. Great, and pick up the phone right away too. I can't say that for other companies, but it's kind of like being part of a family.
Yeah, well,
I can say
me.
that. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this evening's show. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We always.
Joe has 2 stores now.
What? Oh, so he's got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Dang. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Congratulations, Joe. If you're new to the channel.
I've been sending work to you guys whenever possible.
She has. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We got some more videos for you to check out. And now that we do have Mario on board, it will give me some more free time to get back at doing some more of these tutorials. So y'all be sure to let us know down in the comments what y'all would like to see added to the ongoing list of tutorials that I want to make and just other things. But we appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget, this coming Wednesday, 2 days from now, 8 p.m., we'll be broadcasting live Panda's band, Everglaze, and we'd appreciate if y'all showed y'all support. We're just trying to support them since they can't play out live right now, and it'd be great if y'all joined in and
we'll be here.
Crank it up, and we're gonna ask them if you have some interview questions you'd like me to ask them. I'm gonna have a couple myself, but we'll also turn to the chat so that way y'all can ask them some questions as well if you got any questions for them. So we shall see you guys next Monday for our Shop Talk Live, and tune in this Wednesday for the I guess what we're calling a Shop Jams. I don't know. We'll call it Shop Jam. So all right, gang. We'll see y'all next time.
Love you guys, hearts.
Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you Wednesday.